Okay, I'm going to show you how to convert binary to hexadecimal. You need to know that hexadecimal is base 16. And the first thing you need to do, because you're allowed to have scrap paper on the AP exam, you are not, however, allowed to use an online converter. So you need to not get used to using converters when you are trying to convert, do your binary conversions and hexadecimals and octals and all that. So let's start with writing down the hexadecimal number line. Okay, and the way we're going to do that is we're going to start, since it's base 16, you're going to have 16 items up here in your number line. So we're going to start with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. When you get to 9, you're going to start with letters A, B, C, D, E, and F. So there's 16 places right here. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, next step. Here is a binary number. First thing you need to do is separate it into 4s. So we have 4 numbers here, 4 numbers here, 4 numbers here. I am also going to draw kind of like a wall, so it's very clear. Next thing you're going to do is label 1, 2, 4, and 8. Again, 1, 2, 4, and 8. Again, 1, 2, 4, and 8. Okay, next step. We are now going to bring down anything that has a 1. So think of 1 is on and 0 is off. So this is a 0 above this 1, so we're not even going to use it. There's a 1 above this 2, so we're going to bring down this 2. I'm going to put a plus sign. Okay, there's a 0 here, so we're not going to use this 4. And there's a 1 here, so we are going to use this 8. So we have 8 plus 2 over here. We're not going to do that until later in a few seconds. Okay, now we have a 1 over here, so bring down this 1. There's a 0 here, so we're not going to bring down the 2. There's a 1 here, so we will bring down the 4. Put a plus sign. And there's a 1 here, so we are going to bring down this 8. Okay, next one, there is a 1 here, so we'll bring down this 1. There's a 0 here, so we're not going to bring down the 2. A 0 here, so we will not bring down the 4. And a 1 here, so we will bring down the 8. All right, so the answers to these equations, we have 8 plus 1 equals 9. 8 plus 4 plus 1 equals 13. And 8 plus 2 equals 10. So now we're ready to put this to the number line. We have a 9 in our number line. Yes, we do. We have a 13 in our number line. It's represented by a D, okay, over here, because you have 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that's a D. And then we have a 10, which is represented by an A. 9, 10. A is over here. So when you convert this binary number to hexadecimal, this is the hexadecimal for this binary number. All right, let's do another example. I put the numbers closer together this time so they look more like a real binary number. First step, we need to separate into 4. That's a group of 4. That's a group of 4. And that's a group of 4. Then I'm going to draw my walls here so I can have a really clear representation. Next step is I'm going to draw 1, 2, 4, 8, 1, 2, 4, 8, and 1, 2, 4, 8. I know you'll be hearing 1, 2, 4, and 8 in your sleep, but there will definitely be questions on the AP exam pertaining to this topic. All right, so we have a 1 here, so we'll bring down this 1. The 0 here, so we're not going to bring down the 2. A 1 here, so we will bring down this 4. A 0 here, so we will not bring down the 8. We have all zeros here, so we're going to bring down nothing over here. Okay, that's going to be represented by 0. We have a 0 here, so we're not going to bring down the 1. A 0 here, so we're not going to bring down the 2. A 0 here, not going to bring down the 4, and an 8 over here. So we have an 8, a 0, and 4 plus 1 equals 5. So the hexadecimal for this binary number is 8, 0, 5. Okay, let's do one last example. First step, separate into a group of 4. That's a group of 4. And then even though this has one number, that still counts as our next group. This already has 4 digits, so we need to still count this as our next group. So we'll draw our wall right here, and we have 1, 2, 4, and 8, and then we have 1 here. This would have been a 2, a 4, and an 8, but we don't have any more digits over here, so it's just a 1. Okay. All right, so now we have a 1 here, so we'll bring down this 1. We have a 0 here, we will not bring down the 2. We have a 1 here, so we'll bring down this 4. So that'll be 4 plus 1. And then we have a 1 here, so we'll bring down this 1. 4 plus 1 is 5. So the hexadecimal for the binary 10101 is 15. And that's it. I hope that makes things a little easier.